friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny, and today I've got something a little bit different for you. Yeah, you haven't seen me like this in a little while, and I'm going to be looking down. I'll tell you right now, looking down at my notes. I've got some notes over there. I am taking part in a collaboration called a reverse interview, where a group of us from a couple of different Facebook groups, the Crafty Low or No Spend group, as well as Love RTS, have decided to put a positive spotlight on our community. There's a lot of negativeness in this world, probably in our lives. And so one of the things that I love about the hobby is that not only through the help of social media am I connected to lots of like-minded individuals, but also that this space, my creative space, my me time, my hobby, is really what resonates for me. It helps me so much with the stress and negativeness of the day in and day out of the life that we lead sometimes. Many of us wanted to go through and work on this collaboration with each other to really highlight some of the like-minded individuals, some of the comments that were posted. So all of the questions were posted on the Love RTS group if you're interested in scrolling through any of them. And I'm just going to be highlighting, for me, how I approach this collaboration is that I try to pick things that resonated for me, that were the types of answers that I would probably bring to the table in the comments. So that's the basis of it. What I'd like to do as part of the video today is really to feel like it's a one-to-one conversation, because I feel like you're all my friends. So I welcome you. Happy first day of fall on top of it, right? So lots of good things going on. I hope that if you are not already subscribed to my channel, that you will consider it. I have content usually goes up a minimally of once a week. Sometimes I'm even able to do a couple of times a week, and it focuses on different scrapbooking process type videos, sometimes really short, sometimes longer. I like to work on putting together kits, and I also have organization videos and things like that. So feel free if you're interested to do so. Okay, so let's delve right into our questions, because this is going to be a long video. It's 10 questions. And the very first one is, how has the industry changes affected the way that you document memories? So Carolyn Sky said that there are so many collections coming out all at once that it's hard to keep up. I'm right there with you, Carolyn. I can tell you that has changed over time, and now I'm back to, I like what I like. And I would love to buy the collections, but sometimes I don't know what's new, what's old. I'm right back there. Claire Whitty said that there were several people in the comments saying like they feel so intimidated by creators, people on design teams, felt lots of insecurities around measuring up to having their layouts measuring up to those individuals, content creators, all of that. Claire, I totally agreed with you. Claire said, who's keeping score? Who wants to compare to designers? Don't be intimidated, because ultimately we are our own storytellers. And that couldn't be more true for me. I honestly, I used to have a goal of wanting to be on a design team, but that's way too much pressure. I've realized over the years, I've seen what I've seen is that it is a lot of pressure on people to create. I remember seeing something, I can't even remember where it was, but where a design team member was literally creating with photos and was literally tearing up all of her layouts because she just did it for the assignment. She wasn't doing it to keep those as keepsakes, to put them in an album. And I get it, right? Because you're content creators, you're designers, you're on design teams, but I don't know. I think that would be too much pressure. I don't think, well, I like to think I'm creative. I don't think I can come up with brilliant ideas for every single layout. Okay, this is going to take like 2 hours at the rate I'm going. Karen Hutchinson also said that there has been a really positive side to social media, to be able to access tips, styles, and techniques through social media that she maybe would have never tried or been exposed to. So I 100% agree with that. I think having the entire internet at our fingertips versus for those of you who have been scrapping for a long time, like myself, I've been in this hobby for over 20 years. We had magazines, creative memory parties, and maybe an occasional book. Yeah, if you follow me, I am a Pinterest person. I page map and Pinterest. So Amanda Post put in here, for those of us who have sometimes busy lifestyles, simplistic styles with photos, borders, finishing with stickers. The simplistic view is not what you find in the majority of the layouts, but that sometimes that's all people who, whether you work in the home, out of the, just have really busy lives, sometimes that's all you can get to. And that's, for me, like, that's a win. Not every single layout has to be the most complicated to be beautiful. Okay, what inspires you to create? There were several folks. Kelly Pyron, Sherry Tibbetts, Ruthie Brown, Ginger Bush, all said watching others create. Sometimes if I'm in a slump, I will do all of these things that I'm going to list here, but watching others create is another one. Participating in challenges, in hops, in YouTube collaboration, that's another one for me. Photo layouts, saved from Pinterest. Again, I mentioned that earlier. Louisa Morgan stated that as well. Just watching some, Tammy McNally also put YouTube, watching just different things on YouTube. I will even go as far as to say even organizational type videos related to our craft. Clean with me's. Oh, I love clean with me's when people do their craft rooms. I know I'm probably weird, probably not in the majority of folks. Okay. Question number 3, what product, theme, or color do you wish you could find more of? Catherine Atkinson said school papers and not primary colors. Amen. Amen. The other one that gets an amen is Michelle McCants from Sports Theme in Neutral Colors. I cannot tell you how much this rings true for me. As a softball mom, a baseball auntie, things like that, just, it's so difficult to buy papers and collections related to those subjects when the team colors and things like that are completely they just don't go. So Lindsay March, Karen Cooper, Karen Gross, Melissa Justice, and Kelly and others said navy blue would be a nice change, incorporating navy into many more collections. I am a sucker for everything navy. Granted, I'm wearing navy today. That was not planned. But seriously, I can't tell you how much. Not the last collection I ordered, but the collection before that I ordered. I don't order a lot of stuff, but I got it because of the navy. For sure. 100%. Sharon Songer wishes that there was more bird hunting. Everything hunting related is deer, fishing, camping, I'm with you. I've got a bird hunter in the family, Sharon, and it is so hard to come by. If you watch this, message me, because there are very few things, but I have a little bit that I might be able to share with you. So message me and we might be able to even exchange. Just get in contact with me. Terry Meyer said color ledger paper. I'm there with you, Terry, because I hoard. This is another, I hoard mostly paper. We'll get to that question, but color ledger paper is another big one on the list. Rebecca Simon and Lisa Jones, pet collections or supplies that are not cartoony. Guys, another one, same thing. And Karen Williams added that she wishes that there was more gradients. 100%. I love a good gradient of any kind, any color, pretty much. Who is your favorite designer? And Josephine Olafson said crepe paper. A diehard crepe paper fan. Teresa Wall and Celine Walters. Maggie Holmes, again, long time favorite designer for me has been Maggie Holmes. And Lacey Root said Simple Stories and 49 and Market. Simple Stories 100%. 49 and Market is beautiful, relatively new to me. That is the second collection that I've ordered this year, and it's on its way. My very first one. Connie Davis and Lindsay March said Katie Pertiet from Simple Stories, the vintage collections. Absolutely love every single one of them that has come out. What product do you hoard? Question number 5. Paper. Oh, so many people were paper hoarders. I mean, it's our hobby, right? Paper hoarder. Tanya Perzovic, Laura Zuniga, Shelley Scott. And I will say, personally, I am desperately trying to get out of the habit of not using my paper supply and my collections. I've been on a mission, even before COVID, to try to use up the stash that I have. Not completely dwindled it down, but let me just tell you that I was going at a rate of buying stuff faster than I could create. I couldn't keep up. So I'm trying to do better. Alphabet stickers. Louisa Morgan, Melissa Morales, Marcia Montgomery all said, I keep buying but rarely pull from them. Amen, sister. I'm right there with you. And I have a medium-sized moving box, so bigger than a banker's box, full of thickers that still, I have no business buying any alphabet stickers. Alphabet stickers or thickers for that matter. Nancy Von I, she said, it's probably easier to list what we don't hoard. Absolutely, Nancy. I was thinking about this as I was reading her question, and her answer, because it so resonated with me. I'm like, wow, the things I could tell like myself 20 years ago, if I could go back in time and be like, stop hoarding all the things, or don't buy it just because it's a good sale, if it's not anything that you would like. Like, these are the things that kind of go through my mind. Sorry, I've got like itchies here. Question number 6. What is your favorite go-to technique? Okay. Lori Hunter said, it goes in phases, different things, right? So Mindy Mew says, I think Angie Saylor and Mindy Mew both said this, inking and distressed edges. Nikki Ihus and Daisy McNeil said starting with a sketch. So for me, I would say probably lately it has been the inking of the edges, but I also do the phases. I went through a phase just recently of just making a ton of base pages, happy horizontals everywhere. But historically, it was always starting with a sketch and the number of photos, those two combined. All right. Number 7, how would you describe your personal creative style? I'm going to highlight her first because hers made me just laugh out loud, just like I just did. Chris Bankesser, she's a hot mess with a T-square. 100% me. Eclectic, all over the place. Hot mess. If you could only see my desk. Thank God it's not pointing down to my desk. Lori Ehrman said eclectic, hot mess. Jeanette Gibbs said, I like a bit of everything old and new. Absolutely. Kay Smith art, all over the place. Again, 100% with you ladies. What is your favorite, number 8, what is your favorite topic or event to create about? Marcy Ortega, I'm right there with you. I love to scrapbook about anything. It's everything from family to kids to extended family, to things, normal everyday things, seasonal things that occur in our family, celebrations that occur in our family, all of that. Sports, all of that. Okay, question number 9. What time of the day do you feel most creative? I love this because I could talk a lot about what it was and what it is, right? I love Natalie Archer's. It really depends on my mood and if I have time. Absolutely. That has changed very much so over time for me. Let's see. Susanna Gomes, mid-morning through the afternoon right now. Always write when I'm at work. 100%. That is absolutely me. Usually that's when I get the brightest ideas. Lucinda Brown, Suzanne Cody, Marcy Ortega. So there were quite a few of us that said Susanna Gomes, Lucinda Brown, Suzanne Cody, and Marcy Ortega, always mid-morning through the afternoon, usually at work. There were quite a few ladies that also said that they were late night scrappers or very early morning. That has changed personally for me over time. Because I 100% used to be, especially when I had littles, I used to wake up early to scrap until mostly on the weekends, and then do late night scrapping. Question number 10, do you write or sketch out creative ideas when they hit your brain? Like Janine Michalski and Ann Furtado, lately, I've just been winging it. I like Debbie Johnson. I find most of my inspiration online, and I keep lots of sketches from everywhere, little magazines, little clippings, and I use those to give me ideas for myself and just to give myself a starting point, and then I just give it my own twist. I used to keep a lot of books. I used to keep a little notebook. It was a chunky little notebook, much bigger than this, full of sketches divided up by the number of photos in the sketch. I can tell you I did away with all of those, and now I just keep the sketches that appeal to me. I just keep in these. I just made like little paper folders for them. And once I use them, I toss them. So these are the only ones that I kept from that, and then I'm just tossing them. And I figured as it gets closer, as I run out of them, I'm going to go through page maps. I'll be able to reference them because these, I took them from that little book, so I was not good about writing. I can tell the page maps, but I couldn't tell you what month they were from. But I'm going to try to, if I keep up this system for using sketches, then I'm gonna go and make sure that I write the month that they're, at least what month they're from on the sketch, just because I'm a content creator and I want for people to get the credit, obviously. All right. Well, that concludes all 10 questions. I hope that you have enjoyed this kind of different take on than my normal videos that you see here on my channel, and that you have enjoyed hearing some of the questions and answers to some of those, and have found some commonalities, right, in ways that that we all approach this hobby. But if you're interested in looking at everyone else who has participated in this collaboration, as well as the Facebook group, I will have those linked in the description box below. And I want to just thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to watch this. And if you are, like I mentioned, if you are new to this channel, please feel free to like and subscribe. And I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.